Hi friends, Tracy.bish here, Stampin' Up demonstrator from Central Victoria, Australia. Welcome to Tracy's Sunday Challenge. It's the 23rd of October and this week's theme for our challenge is fun folds. So I've got a really fun card here for you today. It has a smoky slate card base which we're going to actually cut down. I'm also using the Celebrate Everything DSP, which I absolutely love. I'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later on. So we've scored and burnished our card front. What we're going to do is we're going to bring the trimmer in and we're going to cut off a top layer of the front piece of our card. So if I pop our card front in, I'm going to measure at 1 7/8 and I'm going to cut up to that score line in the middle. Now making sure we're doing it on the bottom piece because that's the front of our card. And then we're going to turn it round to the side that is scored and just cut up that score line. So that will leave us with that tiny flap down the bottom, which is 1 7/8 by 4 1/8. Alrighty. Now quickly, I just want to talk about the Celebrate Everything DSP. This is a huge pack. It has themes for all sorts of things. Birthdays, New Year's, Christmas, Halloween. You name it, it's in there. It's really great. I love this pack. And what's really great is you can get it with your Stampin' Rewards or your Host Rewards with a $250 order here in Australia. Now, if you don't have, well, you can't order $250, grab some friends together, pop in an order so it reaches $250 and then split the pack together. So just quickly, that Celebrate Everything DSP is 3 3/4 by 4 inches and we're cutting it at 1 1/4, which gives us 3 even pieces. Okay, so I've grabbed out the Jingle stamp set. I don't know why. It's actually the Jolly that I need, so I'm going to grab out the Jolly in just a second. But bringing the Flirty Flamingo ink in, and I love this black, white, the grey, and Flirty Flamingo together for Christmas. But we've stamped the sentiment with 'Tis the Season to Be with the Flirty Flamingo. And I've also brought in the Trees for Sale stamp set and just stamped that little Christmas tree. That little Christmas tree goes really well with this DSP. Okay, so we have a piece of Flirty Flamingo cardstock here. We are going to ink that up with the Versamark ink and I'm going to heat emboss that with the white embossing powder. This really makes the sentiment pop up and I think that looks really great. We're going to come back, once we've embossed this one, we're going to come back with the more detailed stamp, which is the inside piece of the Jolly. And we're going to stamp that with the Versamark ink. Now, I love that this is, a very simple card, but it's also looks a little bit more complicated than it is. So it's one of those ones that if someone's not a card maker, they're going to love this card. And I think even if you are a card maker, you're going to love this card because it's simple and in design, but it really is so pretty as well. Okay, so we have heat embossed our sentiment. I'm going to come back in with that inside piece of the Jolly and stamp over the top. Now I find that if you add the solid image on the background first and then go in with the inside piece, it just makes it a little bit easier. We're also stamping that other piece of basic white cardstock that'll go on the inside of our card. Okay, so back with our DSP, I have my stamping blends in Flirty Flamingo and I'm just going to use the light and dark to colour in. This paper is black and white as you can see, but you can easily add a pop of colour with your stamping blends, your Stampin' Right markers, if you want to use your ink blending brushes, your sponge daubers, anything you would like. So add a little bit of colour there too. I love that black and white, we can do so much with it. So coming back in with the other one, so I'm adding a little bit of light and dark with this piece. Now, if you're in need of any of the supplies that I'm using on today's card, you can purchase in my online store. Please use this hostess code, and there is a link in your description if you would like to go over to my online store. If you're placing an order this month, use the hostess code. I'll send you out a handmade card as well as a bundle tutorial that's packed full of inspiration for you. And I hope that will get you crafting as well. I like to look after my customers, so if there's anything that I can help you with, please reach out and I will be happy to help. It's also a really great time to join Stampin' Up. If you would like to purchase the starter kit from me, you can. If you have any questions, please reach out as well. So we've just added some liquid adhesive to that, adding it to our Flirty Flamingo cardstock. I'm actually going to pop down my basic white piece first, and then my Flirty Flamingo piece over the top. And this measures the whole piece of that card. And then we're going to move to the front of the card. I'm adding the basic white with the liquid adhesive. We're going to pop up with some dimensionals, that Flirty Flamingo piece, and then look at this ribbon. This is in the mini catalogue, sorry. It's called the 3/16 inch iridescent trim. It's really, really pretty. It has a little bit of bulk to it, so this is really great that this is like a single layer card where we've popped it in. It will still go through the mail, no problem. Okay, so I'm just wrapping it around the card base and then tying a little bow. Don't forget, this week's theme is fun fold, so you can create any fold and fold that you want for any occasion. Come and join in, head over to my Facebook page and you can leave your project photo in the comments section. I'd love to see what you create and we would love to see you join in. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do that, and if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and yeah, we'll see you on the next video. Enjoy your day, everyone. Bye bye.